Iraqi trans woman honor killed by estranged brother. On January 31st, Doski Azad, a 23-year-old transgender woman from Iraq, was found dead in a shallow ditch in the city of Mangesh. Doski came out to her family and left home over 5 years ago. She was working as a makeup artist in Dohuk city center in Iraq's Kurdistan region. Her friends described her as a peaceful and popular person who never wanted to see anyone sad. She had previously notified IraQueer, like Iraq queer, an Iraqi LGBT advocacy group, that her relatives had been harassing her. Authorities and advocacy groups are calling her death a case of honor killing. Doski's brother is the prime suspect for her murder. And it is reported that her brother lives in Germany or another Western European country, and it is suspected that he flew to Iraq with the sole intention of killing Doski. The latest reports say that thus far no arrests have been made and that the suspect is on the run, possibly having already escaped Iraq. Wow. So obviously this is very sad. I thought this was interesting because this highlights a different aspect of honor killing, which is, well, it's still honor killing because this is definitely like a collective crime, because it's seen as dishonoring the family. But when in the articles that I was reading, they were highlighting this honor killing from the aspect of the rejection of manhood and like and how that was seen like that's an offense to patriarchy because she chose to live as a woman, which I thought was a very interesting perspective, like a different side of this, because this is often kind of the similar attitude in which gay men are honor killed because they are seen as dishonoring the family by rejecting quote unquote manhood. What do you think about that?
I mean, you know what I think about that. I mean, this is the second honor killing related news that we have had today, so I don't know if I want to repeat everything we said. Oh, but like,
just the aspect of it being about the rejection of patriarchy, the rejection of manhood.
I don't think like, okay, so anything gender related that is not the norm, you know, it would be. It's just like your khairat or your honor has been attacked, your entire family has been disgraced, you have been embarrassed. Like, I don't think it goes, like, I don't know what the specific claim here is, like that this is like a different version of being someone's honor being challenged. I don't think the people who do stuff like this are philosophizing about it too much. I think they just feel like this is embarrassing, this is like shameful, and something needs to be done. You know, we need to show that, you know, I need to make sure that I show that this is not something, signal that this is not something that I stand for, right? I think that's I don't know what goes on actually in these people's heads anyways. I don't know. I see a tweet embedded here by the U.S. Consulate General in Erbil. Why are they talking? Like, was she like somehow American related or something? Like, how is
no?
this,
But
like,
this caught the attention of the U.S. consulate in Erbil, and they made.
Is this a usual thing for them to do?
I don't know.
I didn't know they get involved in local. And like, she's completely Iraqi citizen and everything.
Yeah, I think she was maybe Kurdish.
Okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. This is good. This is a good tweet by the U.S. Consulate General in Erbil, but I just didn't know they get involved in talking about stuff like this. So
I know that really surprised me.
Okay.
I think I think there is I mean, it's obviously, like you said, both about the disruption of like highly conservative gender norms and how that is seen as poorly reflecting upon like the general family unit or like inner tribe as the primary motivation. But I do think it is kind of interesting to consider how it is seen as. It is kind of different though, because it is about like because masculinity is so highly prized as a source of honor, to have it be a particular different kind of affront to have someone reject it in that way.
I don't think that's how they think. I don't think that's.
I mean,
think
no, I
they-
don't think that they're literally thinking this through.
No, I don't think that's what they're feeling. Okay, maybe I'm completely wrong about this. I just think like they think this is as disgusting, as depraved, as weird, as gross, as shameful. I don't think like they come thinking like the concept of manhood needs to be defended. Okay, I just think like they think like I'm a lesser man because I let this slide. This is so, they will say that it's so gross, and the fact that has any association with my family is, and me and my brother, and this being my brother, I need to make sure that I clean it off. Okay, that's the feeling. I don't think like they're like the man they're thinking like manhood as a concept needs to be protected, and this is not something you should be able to reject. No, I just think like you weird, gross, disgusting, depraved, and this is not part of my family. I cannot tolerate that. I think that's what goes. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Okay, we're talking about people who think honor killing is a thing. So I don't know if we could even relate. Okay, but I do want to read the tweet by the U.S. Consulate General in Erbil. For people who don't know, the Kurdish part of Iraq is a bit of like somewhat autonomous. So that's why that consulate might be acting differently. Anyways, I'm just going to read. The United States notes with concern media. Oh, there needs to be a comma here, I think. The United States notes with concern media reports that Doski Azad, a resident of Dohuk, is that right, was the victim of so-called honor killing. And they put honor in quotations, right? We categorically condemn this violence and the discrimination that is undoubtedly at the root of this crime. We ask the authorities to thoroughly investigate this murder and prosecute the perpetrator to the fullest extent of the law. I don't know. Do you think like some people might argue like this might not be helpful because now people think like now if you actually go and take this seriously, people are thinking you're giving in to the United States pressure. Some people might say that, but I don't think that's true because this is the Kurdistan part of Iraq, and I don't think they think like that. I think over there they're more. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I think the Kurdistan part of Iraq is a lot more Western friendly than some other areas in Iraq.
Well, based on interviews that I read with LGBT activists that are local to that area, it seemed like they kind of appreciated that support because oftentimes the authorities are too conservative to actually do anything about it. So like the attention from like this form of authority, I think they would maybe appreciate better than having no one. And I did read some reports that it seemed like maybe Interpol is getting involved in terms of finding this man. So the details on that were unclear, so don't quote me on that. But if that's the case, that is some good news.
Okay, read this one.
Mangesh is saying, calling it honor killing, he ran like a bitch. His honor is attached to his sister's life. Fortunately, that's how these attitudes are imbued in people.
Yeah. I mean, technically, that's what it is attached to. To female members of the family. I mean, that's the main way that you prove your qira or honor with these kind of traditional ways of thinking.
Self-policing.
Yeah. Yeah, I really hope they get. But he's still not arrested. He's still free right now.
The last that I read.
Okay, that's insane. I hope they catch him.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of Blasphemy and Sexy Callie, like me, then you need to be sure to subscribe to our newsletter. Link in the description below. Because if you subscribe, we will send you a free copy of our Blasphemous Art ebook. And let me tell you, it is the tastiest blasphemy that you can find anywhere available today. And we are so generous with our blasphemy that we continue to send you more blasphemy every week. So make sure to subscribe. Link in the description below.